Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Tech Talk here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. This is where, again, we marry a little bit of technical analysis, taking a look at the charts, getting an idea of trend, support, and resistance in a real simplified way, a way in which I can verbalize it to you and not even have the picture in front of you. That's how well we're going to paint it. And then we're going to use the options. The options are going to give us a forecast, an implied view of where the options marketplace is anticipating the stock potentially trading. We're going to give you a range. So now you're going to have some transparency. You're going to have some conviction. So what I wanted to do was take a look at some stocks that actually have what I call a binary event, an event that could move the stock either up or down, and that is earnings. And the first stock that I want to take a look at is Restoration Hardware, ticker symbol RH. Now the stock is trading at $38.52. It's up about 1.55% today. That's around 60 cents. Now taking a look at the options that are going to expire tomorrow. There are options called weekly options, and they're expiring this Friday. They're pricing in the potential into this event that the stock could move either up or down $5. That means that we could see the stock either at 43 and some change, or we could see it as low as 33 and some change. So what do we do now? Let's take a look at the charts. And the reason why I want to look at the charts is because this is where I use simple moving averages over very specific times to understand trend and where there is interest from larger institutions as well as long-term support. In other words, where there's a lot of price action, a lot of people that have gotten in this stock over a long period of time. What are those moving averages? Those are the 20, the 50, and the 200-day moving average. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You look at that past price history, and then it can give you an idea of what's been going on, and then you start using the options pricing that I just in the ranges for particular support and resistance. So the 20-day moving average comes in at 35.51. So you have the 35.51 here, the stock's trading here. That's telling me right now that 20-day moving average is my trending moving average. It tells me that right now if the stock is above where the 20-day moving average is, which in this case it is for Restoration Hardware by about $3, that the stock is trending to the upside. So the bulls, they're in favor right now. That's a level that I want to see challenged if the short-term trend is going to be challenged. Then I look at the 50-day moving average. I call that the institutional moving average. This is where I look at where if challenged or broken, institutions will start to get nervous and potentially look to unwind some of their position. Now, the 50-day moving average in Restoration Hardware comes in at $32.59. Stock's almost $4.50 above that particular price. So again, you have the 20-day up here at 35, you have the 50-day at 32, and you have the stock at 38. So you have a lot of room. As a matter of fact, one of the bullish setups that you could look at from a technical perspective is if there is a pullback from that 38 level, goes through the 35 and looks to potentially challenge that 32 level, that's where those institutional buyers that still have their thesis that they're bullish, they may see that as an opportunity to pick up some more stock at better prices than what they saw maybe a session or two ago. So we're going to watch this very closely after hours. And of course, if you're looking for long-term support, take a look at the 200-day moving average. That comes in at 34.08. That's what I call my breaking point, that long-term support. If there's going to be an overall trend shift or a challenge there could be people that have been in this stock for a long time. They may say, well, if it dips below here, I'm out. The next one that I want to take a look at is Finisar Corp. It's ticker symbol FNSR. FNSR. Stock's trading at $33.44. It's up about 4.25% today. That's about $1.37 in the stock to the upside. Now taking a look at the weekly options, they're actually trading right now. They'll expire tomorrow. They're pricing in the potential for the stock to go up about $3.88 or down $3.88. So you have a pretty decent range of basically between roughly $36, $37 on the upside and could be as low as $29 to $30 on the downside. Now, taking a look at where the moving averages come into play, well, the stock's trading at 33.44. The 20-day comes in at 32.21. So you have the stock up here, you have the 20-day down here. You have a nice uptrend right now in the short term. The 50-day moving average is coming in at $30 and the stock's at 33. So the institutions are happy. They see that the trend is up and they see that there's those levels that are critical to them where that momentum is continuing to the upside. They're comfortable. Any dip below 32, they may look as a possible buying opportunity, especially if there isn't anything fundamentally that has changed with their thesis. And finally, the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average for FNSR comes in at 21, so it's well below. That's telling you that there, over the last 200 days, there's a lot of people and a lot of institutions that got into this stock at much lower prices. That's a positive. You could also take it as something that's notable because not only is that support, if in fact that the fundamental thesis of the stock changes, in other words, it becomes bearish, there could be some profit taking by those that bought earlier over the last 200 days. The next stock I want to take a look at is Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO. Stock's trading at right around $170.77. That's up about 1.45% or $2.55. Now, the options are pricing in right now between now and tomorrow that the stock could move either up or down about $7.87. So it has the binary event of earnings. You could see that this stock could be at 177 and some change, 178, or it could be as low as 163 to 162 and change. And that could happen after this event of earnings. So we look at the moving averages. We take a look at the charts. We look at the action. And right now the stock's trading at 170 and some change. The 20-day moving average, my trending moving average, is at 169.70. So you have the stock slightly above the current 20-day moving average. Okay, so we have some bullish trend going on right now as far as the moving averages are concerned over the short term, the last 20 days. You have the 50-day moving average coming in at 171. The stock's at 170. So you have that institutional moving average above where the stock is trading. To me, it's going to need to get above that level if we're going to start to see interest by larger players. The 200-day moving average comes in at 161, stocks at 170. So you see that there's plenty of people that have gotten into Broadcom over the last 200 days at better prices than where it's currently trading. We'll consider that long-term support. Finally, we're going to take a look at a stock, Cooper Companies, ticker symbol COO. Stock's trading at 168.02. It's down about 0.2% or 37 cents. Now, the options are pricing in the potential for Cooper to move either up or down about $9 going into this event. Cooper's trading at 168. You actually have the 20-day moving average coming in at 169.90. So you have the stock below where the current 20-day moving average is. That means that the stock has been under some pressure. We need to get it above that 169.90 level if we're going to see that the upside is going to be trending to the positive. You also have the 50-day moving average coming in at 174.70. Stocks at 168. Again, the institutions, the larger players, they're not biting right now. Not until you start seeing momentum to the upside and breaking through and getting more buyers at these higher prices. That's going to get them because they probably are caught in this stock at much higher prices. Finally, the 200-day moving average comes in almost just below the 20-day moving average at 169.40, and the stock's trading at 168.02. That's telling you that this stock has a lot of buyers that have bought at higher prices. So you can see or feel that the trend has been to the downside, and they're pricing in the potential for this stock to either be, after this announcement, either up to as high as 178 or 176, or as low as 159. So we're going to watch this very closely. These are the names that you can watch after hours. That's Restoration Hardware, RH, Finisar, which is FNSR, Broadcom, AVGO, and Cooper Corp, COO. Watch those after hours and join us at 4:30 Eastern Time. We will wrap up the closing bell and wrap up all of these names plus the market action for you. So see you at 4:30 Eastern Time for the closing bell. Thanks.